So I just watched Thor Love and Thunder, and I have been saving this because just the coming attractions, I said to myself, this looks like it's going to be good. Um, Loved the first Thor. Even liked the second one. Ragnarok was good. Really funny. And I feel that Taika Waititi really uh really has a masterpiece of a film going on here. So basically it opens up to Christian Bale. Um he's basically this character that his daughter is dying, so he prays to the gods to save her. And he's the last of his people, him, I guess his daughter. All of them are God. The gods do not answer his prayers, they do not come and save his daughter. So I don't know how he goes to the land of his god. Maybe because he was the last, maybe he died also. And when he went there to the land of the god there, basically somebody was there trying to kill the gods with the necromancer sword, the god slayer sword. Basically it's a sword that can kill gods. um the sword calls to him, but in taking it, it's gonna slowly kill him, but it gives him the power of the shadows to basically kill the gods and then step in for some funny banter of I'm thinking exfoliation, but no, that's what you do to your face. No. So basically some narration by Korg, who was in Ragnarok, and Korg basically tells the story of Thor and Jane, and Thor, how Thor is basically lost because he doesn't have a love in his life. Which I felt that it was good that they kind of went into where Jane was for Ragnarok and the rest of the Avengers movies, because obviously she was not back. And yeah, fans wanted to know, hey, what happened with Thor and Jane? Because that was actually a very, very nice romance there. So they narrate a little of that. They show Thor battling. The soundtrack in this movie, I think it was exclusively Guns N' Roses songs, and they put them in at optimal times. I'm a fan of Guns N' Roses. Grew up on them. Really good song placement. Basically, uh, Christian Bale's character goes to Asgard because he kidnaps all the children of the Asgardians on Earth to hold them hostage to get Thor to come to him because he needs Thor's new hammer to open the Bifrost to get to a place called Eternium to make a wish of the Eternium. And he's gonna basically, what's he gonna wish for, since he's trying to kill all the gods? He's gonna wish to get rid of all the gods. So Thor goes to enlist the help of the gods that are still alive. And I think they were at Olympian. I don't know, but Zeus was in charge there. and he has the help of Zeus. Zeus mocks him, goes to basically imprison Thor because now he can tell Christian Bale's character, the God Killer, where to find all the gods, which they don't want to because they're kind of being a bunch of little chicken shits. Thor kills Zeus, takes his thunderbolt, because he wanted Zeus to give him an army of the gods or wherever to raise an army, but they didn't want to help. So it's up to Jane, who is now Jane Thor. She also had cancer, so she went looking for a Mjolnir. Meow Meow. She went looking for Meow Meow because she reads that it could help people with, increased stamina, increased health, because the treatments that they're giving her are not working. She is terminally ill. So it's up to her, the Valkyrie chick, Korg, and Thor. And these two kind of llama things that they got for saving a planet earlier in the movie. And they all go to the Shadow Realm, which they realize is a trap. They basically barely get out of there with their lives, and Christian Bale's character gets Thor's hammer, which can open the Bifrost. So now Jane is sick. Thor makes Jane promise, because using Mjolnir to turn into Lady Thor is actually killing her, and if she does it again, it'll probably kill her. That's why the treatments aren't working anymore, even though they weren't working before. So I don't know how that's explained, but so they go. Thor embodies the kids with the power of Thor for a brief time, he says, and that's part of his spell. So the kids now have the power of Thor. He embodies them to fight with him, to battle Christian Bale and the shadow monsters. Christian Bale is trying to open the path to Eternium with the Bifrost, with the hammer that could do that. So, yeah. Eventually, they had to destroy Christian Bale's sword that he has for the God Killer sword. But I forgot why they couldn't do it. Maybe they couldn't do it until they got the kids away, so he gets the kids away. Jane actually stops Christian Bale's sword by using Mjolnir, which is actually broken into many pieces. It breaks apart and then comes back together again at Jane's will. So she puts the broken sword pieces inside Mjolnir, zaps it, destroys it, and then she loses the power to hold on to being Thor anymore. And they go to the Eternium place. Jane is no longer Thor. She's lying, looking like she's going to die on the ground. Christian Bale is about to make a wish on the guy, and Thor tells him that, you don't want to do this. This isn't what you want to wish for. And then he tells him basically, listen, you could wish for love, and that's something that'll make you happy. And he goes, if you want to, instead of wishing for the gods to be dead for vengeance, kind of like, you could wish for your daughter back and have that. And then Christian Bale basically says, but because he realizes that now he's dying because his sword was destroyed and he's about to die. He goes, who's going to take care of my daughter? And Jane kind of agrees to him that I guess that Thor's going to take care of the daughter. So Christian Bale wishes for his daughter back. She comes back. He dies now. She's alive. Jane dies. And then the movie ends with Thor basically taking care, and they show that Thor, because Jane tells him to find love again, not to be so, I guess, lonely. So now he has this little girl that he's taking care of, who basically has now powers of a god somehow, because she was brought back by a god. I don't know how that works. But it's a very heartwarming, touching thing. And then the end post cutscenes. Jane Foster is shown to be in Valhalla with Heimdall, and we have a nice storybook happy ending. Yeah, so that's my review. I really enjoyed that movie. Uh, really very funny, very entertaining, very loving, very feeling good movie. All right, later.